on, all you lovely little weirdos? I can't talk today because I'm retarded.
We all
Um,
knew this.
yep. Today we are here with my sexy little adventure companion, the anime Shogun.
Little, really little.
I
That's
mean,
what you're going with.
yeah.
I should stab you.
I could have gone with halfling.
I will stab you even harder.
Giggity, 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 giggity goo.
Anyway,
Anyways, today we're talking more D&D shit. Today we're talking more about stories, DMing stories, what we both kind of want to see in our D&D campaign that will be coming up here soon. I have to play with D&D Beyond map maker thing, and one of the other players is going to help me with that, so that way we can get everything situated. He has to have a fun, he has to have find a free day to do it with me though, because he's busy.
you do you.
Because I want to make sure everything's set before we get started.
That's fair.
Anyways, all right. So a lot of people know that D&D is a TTRPG, which is tabletop role-playing game, pen and paper,
What?
dice.
No.
I know, right? Who'd have thunk? And
Who the
it's
fuck that?
right. You can either do two styles of stories. You can either do what's called homebrew, which I will be doing, a world that I've already created with another D&D group. You guys are just going way in the past. Um, or a module, which is created at Wizards through Wizards of the Coast, D&D stuff, and that's with their Forgotten Realms story, which has a lot of stuff in it. A lot of you people who've seen anybody who have seen Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, that's taken place in the Forgotten Realms place. Shit like that. So you can either do one of the two stories. Forgotten Realms already has its base gods, goddesses, heroes, shit like that. Towns, water. Or a better analogy is Baldur's Gate 3. That's taken place in the Forgotten Realms because Watergate's in there, all sorts of shit. Waterdeep, yeah. Baldur's Gate,
Water deep.
yeah. Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate. So that's taken place in their world, in one of the worlds, the Forgotten Realms. Now, the story I'll be doing, a quick little rundown of the story I'll be doing is the heroes or the players will be trying to take down a chaos entity that has gotten free, and they have to try to put it back in its place. That's the main overarching storyline. There's going to be other like sideline stories. Maybe one of the players wants to bring back something that they lost or something like that. Kind of little character development I like to do, and a lot of DMs do too. Is there any kind of questions you want to know about DMing and stuff like that before we get into the main juices
Not
of it?
really. I'm not planning on being a DM at all, so not really.
It's a lot. It's a lot, but at the same time, it's not because you can use all sorts of stuff.
I
Um,
said no, sir.
I'm just saying, because yeah, I use a lot of um, I use a lot of stuff to help me make maps and stuff, um, and stuff like that, and homebrew stuff. Now the monsters they'll be facing in this will be pretty much a lot of stuff. I'm hoping to go
Yeah, I
more.
had some monster. I had some ideas we could throw in for monsters and shit.
All right, go on. I'm hoping to do a little bit more abyssal with you guys.
Okay, so one that I'm thinking of, I'm sure people will know where I'm pulling this from because I like to surprise people. I'm thinking we should throw in Dragon of the Swamp. I haven't looked at the map yet, so I don't know if it's possible, but I'm thinking Dragon of the Swamp.
Okay. I haven't come up with a basic map, so you're good. I could put it in somewhere.
And I could send it to you too.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking Dragon of the Swamp or Wolf of the Forest.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen both of those.
Probably have.
Yeah, because the main thing, I'm one of the DMs where if you could explain it to me in a way your character could understand it or know about it, I'll allow it. Like if your barbarian wants to create a nuke, the barbarian has to explain it in a way that makes sense. Not
Okay,
just a
so for
not
sure then, because I'm sure we've got a druid in here. Um,
something tells me that druid's gonna be
disregard the two
chaos.
before. Disregard the two before. But what about like a bear elk?
Okay.
Do I need to go into details for that or what?
I can look it up if I get confused.
Okay, so I'm thinking throw in a bear elk for monster,
Yep.
marrow stalker.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
I think the marrow stalker and find some sort of twist to kind of throw it in for like monks and
Yep.
temples.
Yep.
Depending on how else you want to go, what about a mage eater?
That's not a bad idea for a mage eater. I could use that as a cult thing.
Okay. And then yeah, I guess we could probably throw in Dragon of the Swamp.
Yeah. Because there's all in D&D. There's all sorts of ways you can get through a monster. You can talk to it. You can.
So there
Yeah.
is one thing. So I'm not gonna. It could be classified as a monster, but I would like it as a pet.
Okay.
I'm gonna butcher this, but a Wichita brood dragon.
That one you're gonna have to send me a picture.
Okay, it's a huge dragon, lawful neutral. Its armor class would be 19. Hit points is 195. I'll send you a picture afterwards.
Yep.
But in explain like as you had explained it, like doing it in a sense of like my monk. Essentially, it's almost like a celestial kind of being. I'll send it to you. You'll probably find some twist to it,
Yep.
but I'd like to find like some sort of way to kind of find some sort of egg
Yep.
that I keep with me, like it's part of my trial as a monk. Then I'm supposed to hatch it and raise it.
Okay. I can think of something. Probably would be as strong right away, but
No, that's okay, but it's like my faithful companion. You know what I mean?
right, right, right,
Like it only listens to me and only will. It's only surrounded. It's only by me.
right,
Anybody tries to pet it, it'll slap them with its tail in a very comical manner.
right.
Boom, scenario right there. I love it.
Obviously, they'd have to do a animal handling with disadvantage.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, and the way I've got it planned out for my character and with this thing, I think you'll like what I've got in my mind.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Um, I think for we should add the owl bear. Like I
Oh,
will not play if we don't have an owl bear.
you guys will end up either facing or seeing an owlbear there sooner or later.
Now, what about something like a blink wolf? It's supposed to be kind of like a blink puppy
I mean, maybe.
as a monster, or like a crow lock.
Yeah. Maybe.
Um, if I say this next one, my girlfriend will probably be like, yes, but like a cobalt fox.
I mean, I do plan on putting kobolds, and that'd be a kobold foxes would be a great companion for kobolds, in my opinion. So, yeah.
Okay. Demigriffs.
I don't know what those look like.
I'll send you what I've got for ideas.
Okay.
But something like maybe a Skyvader, a Thunderhawk.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go more abyssal with you guys because I think I want to see how you guys fare against mind flayers because that would be cool.
I'm trying to think of something else too.
Right.
Okay, I've got one we should throw in there for shits and giggles.
Okay.
An abyssal chicken.
Oh, there's this one enemy I fought with with D&D group I'm in. I was a player at the time, not a DM. It's called a World Eater Goat or World Ender Goat, and its ass popped out a fucking machine gun. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. You keep talking, I'll try to find it.
I'm trying to think of what other monsters to throw in there. I mean, I think we've got a very good idea of what to essentially throw in for monsters.
I think it's a homebrew. World. Because this thing was nuts. Like, it was. Oh, okay, yep.
So you'll see what I'm kind of doing, and we can essentially probably throw it in our own little twist.
Yeah. I'll have to ask my buddy about that goat thing because it was funnier than hell. It ate everything, and its ass popped out a fucking machine gun. It was like a
Sounds
CR.
like you'll have to ask a friend about it.
It was like a CR-20 goat. It was like a CR-20. For those of you who don't know, that's combat rating. For those who don't know, but yeah, there's all sorts of different kind of monsters. There's homebrew monsters. There's because I do want to throw. The fuck are those called? Damn it. Splicer Beast? No, not Splicer Beasts. They were. It was the giant cat with the two tails in Honor Among Thieves.
Oh, from yeah, Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, I'm drawing to blank on their names
Yeah, give me a minute. I will Google that so I can find that out for you.
because I want to throw one of those guys at you because that would be really fun. But yeah, while you're doing that, I'm gonna talk.
Yeah, I can't really figure it out.
Yeah. Um.
Look it up. It's like a displacer, I think. Yeah, it's called a displacer beast.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
Yep. Because I heard they can be nasty.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Oh yeah. I also want to throw other weird shit at you guys. Maybe you guys have to figure out how to stop a war from happening between two rival dwarven companies, dwarven societies. Maybe you guys go into the Underdark and have to, battle your way through a bunch of drow or something.
Okay.
Because in my world, I'm not the biggest. Because with me and storytelling, I'm not the biggest fan of evil creatures being evil for the sake of being evil, like
Right.
orcs and stuff like that. Orcs, drow, stuff like that. I more put it as the drow aren't willing to trust people that easily because of how they were treated. The orcs is more of a societal thing because they live in a harsh deserted area in my world. They have to be more tough and rigid.
Okay.
So I'm not one for things being evil for the sake of being evil. For me, it has to be like either has to be part of the story of how they got there, or like a lore thing. Like orcs aren't evil because they live in a harsh area and they have to be strong and rigid in order to survive.
That much I get.
Yeah.
But so what are you wanting to add in for monsters? What I have essentially explained to you.
Yep. I'll be adding
Okay.
probably a lot of those. It all depends on where you guys go and how you guys do it.
Now, are you talking about pets? Are we going to be allowed pets? You know, like a druid is allowed to have a pet.
Yep.
You know, I've got something that was at the temple with me that kind of grew fond of me because I took care of it, stuff like that. Are you going to allow stuff like that?
Yes, I will allow it, but when it comes to combat, you will have to play as the pet.
Okay. What if I make it so that they're not like combat ready?
Then you can put them away and they can just hide. But
Deal.
when it comes to like stuff like that, a lot of DMs do it where the people have to, if the people have the pets, then they have to do combat as the pets.
Okay.
And they usually go like they either have their own initiative roll or they go right after their person.
Whatever.
So it's usually one of the two, depending.
I'm game for that.
Right. Because when I first started, I started as in Pathfinder, and my first character I ever played was a druid who had a pet velociraptor.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna go that route.
I could ride it into battle. It was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna go that route.
It was amazing. And then one of the other characters made love with the velociraptor because he was a kobold, and so that way he had another character he could have in case his character died. Yeah. Shit gets weird in
Okay.
shit gets weird in D&D.
Yeah.
Like for those who are listening and don't do D&D but want to give it a shot, I'd say give it a shot, but be prepared for some weird funny shit. And be prepared for anything. What I mean by be prepared, I mean just expect the unexpected.
That's understandable.
Pretty much about it. um,
I mean, with you, I'll always expect the unexpected, so
because I'm amazing like
sure, yeah, that's what it is.
that. But one thing about my world is I will be creating an overall world map for it. Um, Still have to figure that shit. Still have to go on a website. Still have to go onto the website I have and play with it. Um, I enjoy the characters traveling afar, kind of like how you'd see in Lord of the Rings, how they traveled very far to get their job done.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because one thing I want to do is I want to play with the Fey realm where the Pixie Druid will be from. I want to play around with that
Okay,
and everything like that because I want to play with some weird shit there. I want
fair
characters.
enough.
I want characters to be able. I want shit to go in there where you guys roll a dice, and all of a sudden one of you is like 70 years old, and next another person's like 3.
That's a little weird, but okay.
Shit gets weird and funny in D&D.
Eh, whatevs.
Oh, you. I don't think. Have you watched any D&D campaigns or listened to any of
I've
them?
watched a few. I've watched Critical Role from time to time, dude.
Okay. If you want to know how funny it can be, watch Legends of Advent. Yeah, you've seen it. You've actually seen
Legends of
clip.
Avantris. I've seen
Yes.
it.
Yep, you've seen clips. My favorite clip by far is the one with Peggy eating deviled eggs, getting into drugs. By far. And then Bitsy goes, "What do you mean, drugs?"
Yep. I've seen that one.
By far my favorite. Anyways, because by the end, what I'm hoping to do with this campaign, all depending on roles and how you guys go and yada yada yada, because in the end, it all depends on how you guys play your characters and everything like that, and the luck of the dice, because the dice cannot be friendly at times.
Fair enough.
But I want to be able to make your characters known, and by the end of it, hopefully your characters have done something and will do something. In order, because I know your character wants to do something great. I won't spoil it in case you want it to be kind of hush hush for now.
Yeah, I'd rather it stay kind of on the down low, but
Right. So I know your character wants to do something great. I got to talk to Jaeger about his character and everything like that. And I know he sent me a backstory and everything like that. And I want to talk to him about some other stuff with it too. But yeah,
that's fair. That makes sense.
right. Now, as for more monsters, how are you about against fighting dragons?
Um, that wasn't a bad sigh. Trying to think what's the right way to essentially sit there and say it because I'm trying to be like I understand that I can do essentially whatever, but I'm also trying to look at it in a realistic standpoint too.
Hmm.
Because I'm not going to be using much like range weapons without
Right.
trying to give too much spoilers.
Yep.
So I'm not against it, but it depends on essentially how the people work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if my party members want to fight it and they think they could take it on, all that stuff is fine. I got to look at my character sheet again,
Hmm.
but I look at the dragons like they're essentially celestial, so I will not try to fight them.
Yep. Because there are good dragons and bad dragons.
Yeah, and depending on how you do it, I will probably look into it as the sense of that I use them for guidance. If that makes any
Right.
sense.
Right.
You know, like the dragons are essentially celestial beings to me. I look to them for guidance. If there's evil ones, I try to use my religion on it, and if it's not, I don't.
Right. Right.
If that's kind of what you're looking for.
Yeah, it does. It is. It is.
Okay.
Ooh, that was sexy. But is there any other monsters that you wanted that you're curious about learning about since we're here?
Not really, because I don't really know what all monsters you're wanting to throw in there.
Okay.
But I'm willing to learn kind
Mhm.
of on the go as well.
Mhm. Okay, then. Yeah, I plan on throwing. I want to throw a lot of abyssal stuff because I want to see how you guys handle against mind flayers. Those fucking floating eyeball things. I always forget the fuck they're called.
No, I hear ya.
Because one of my characters in an old campaign had to face against mind flayers, and they were a pain in the ass, especially with those fucking pet brains.
I mean, like in our current D&D campaign that we're currently playing, like our
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate.
yeah, they were a pain in the ass. I have nightmares. Although the monster I hate the most facing is a bullet. They were ooh, that was annoying. It was a low level character facing them too. It's a pain in the ass.
That's fair.
It's a gigantic pain in the ass. But yeah, I do want to give you against. Do want to face you against abyssal creatures, demon creatures. Oops, you want spells, monsters. That's what I'm looking for. Yep, I want to face you against all sorts of creatures because I'm on D&D Beyond right now looking at monsters. Ooh, an aboleth broodmother. That sounds fun. An abominable beauty. Maybe some sirens. Yeah, abyssal chicken. Maybe have your dragon face off against something that's like a CR half, just for shits and giggles. Because it would be funny in hell. All of a sudden, you guys are camping for the night. You look over, and next thing you know, your dragon's fighting like a fucking ferret for some food.
That that I could probably get behind.
It would just be funny looking over. You're facing against a ferret for food. We have food over here. Comes back, dragging the ferret near the fire. Obviously, you'd have to roll some rolls for the dragon, but yeah, it would
Yeah,
still be
I'd have to figure it out.
it would still be funny.
I mean, I'm down for something like that. I don't think that's a bad idea.
Oh yeah, all sorts of weird shit could happen in D&D. Just gotta roll with
I
the
think it'd be
punches.
fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I may end up bringing in a character to try and take the dragon. Maybe someone tries to steal it or try to buy it off you.
If they steal, the only thing I'm gonna sit there and say to that is, if they steal it, I'm going from essentially monk to like I'm throwing hands.
You're going Dean Winchester when someone tries to threaten baby.
Yeah.
Someone tries to steal baby. What do you? Death, death everywhere.
Uh huh. Basically, that's what would happen. Death. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you this. Somebody stole your egg. Somebody stole your dragon. I find the person. The dragon's fucking. My dragon is literally crying, and I'm sitting here like, well, global, I'm killing it. Death everywhere. You were afraid of a mind flare, and I promise you it's going to be worse than that.
And look at you going roll for initiative. I'd pretty much just look at you going roll for initiative there, champ.
Because I'm looking for a good game where, like, the pets are not harmed.
Yeah,
You know, that's what I'm looking for.
yeah. But yeah, everyone will know in upcoming here pretty soon our D&D campaign. So that's gonna be fun.
It's going to be fucking interesting.
Yeah, because it'll be my second time DMing. So give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Yeah,
As long as you do right, you're not going to hear me complain.
right. I'll do my bestest.
You kill my dragon, and I will fight the DM, just so you are aware.
Don't worry, I'll try not to kill it. I'll try not to kill it. But we're at our 30-minute mark.
All right.
Anything you want to say before we leave?
Not really.
All right, everybody, you know the cue. Take care. You know where to find us if you need to find us. Join our Discord, and
And they can join the podcast. I mean, we do have openings around.
yep, yes, we do.
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. Say bye, Anime Shogun.
Fuck you.